Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, 31st of May 2022. Russian oil being banned from the EU this morning. It's going to really be 90% of imports of Russian oil and gas by the end of this year. Seaborne crude all getting the immediate hit here. So I've covered this on a video this morning, but for the pre-US session, we're going to look at Bitcoin, we're going to look at NASDAQ, and we're going to start off with looking at oil here. So getting over to the charts, you can see immediately oil is up here. Let's just have a look at this on the 60 minutes. So as I talked about this morning, we've kind of consolidated above this range that we were pretty much in for a month, essentially, quite a tight range here, going back to end of April. So for May, we kind of started down here and then consolidated high in this area in yellow here. But then last week, Thursday, catching the bid, up we go. So obviously details were sort of telegraphed somewhere in the market into this, and sure enough, we've been bid up ever since. We're currently up 3.4% on WTI. Target to the upside 120.34s. Now above there, you don't need me to give you the fundamental rundown. Bloomberg have all the articles, Financial Times, etc. But this is bullish. Make no mistake of it. This is bullish. 120.34s next stop up. Above there, 131.97s, and that will be a new high. Essentially on the 5-year period, right? A new high. So 131.97s. That is actually the high of the 26th of August 2013, back adjusted. And above there, really, we got to go way back to 2012, the 5th of January, February, March of 2012 to 135.98. Now above there, there is very little resistance until we get to 156.78. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. The conditions in the oil market will have us at 150s, easy peasy. And I can't say that enough really at the moment. That's what we're looking at on oil for now. So, the perma bull, he's alive and kicking. I think something you might not be open to is a pullback to the 115.12s. But I think, that could happen, squeezing out a lot of unsophisticated longs. And then I just think if we even give up on 115s, you could actually see a liquidation back to 111.25s, and then just people loading up the boats down here in this area for the big push to the 150s. And it kind of feels like technically that's what the market would need to do from a kind of an auction perspective. But really you got to stay with the longs in this thing. VWAP down at 118.39s on the session, just below R1. But you can see already this morning R1 holding the bids. People getting in there back up to the high on day, and I think 120.34s needs to trade now this week for sure, if not today. Okay, so that's oil. One thing also now on the crypto world is we just had some data from the UK. Going to go over to BitBook here on the CME. Bitcoin gap up, and we are holding just shy of 10% on the day up, holding above R1 on the session. Just let me fix that. But more importantly, see the resistance we had there on yesterday, just at the bottom of this range, excess into the highs. Just zoom in here, excess into the highs above the range, sold back down onto this trend, and then just trying to knock on the door, reopen on trade, gap up. And here we are on Bitcoin, up 10%. So looking at this on the daily from the CME chart, you'll see that we held this line in the sand, 25.460s. I did say if we break that, it's going to be 18.440s until we find the buyers again, which is the high of the 24th of June 2019 down here. but we're holding quite well and back into this range. I think if we can manage to close the day above 3805s, I think we can actually the week. Sorry, these are weekly bars. If we can close the week above 3805s, I think it's easy peasy. Trade this up to 42,820s, and potentially then not a linear move to the top of the range, but 42,820s probably take a pullback, rebid, and then up to the top of the range. But for now, targets to the upside will be the 33,160s, the low of the week of 24th of Jan this year, and just 34,610s as well, just the low of the week of the 22nd of Feb this year. So that's it on Bitcoin for now. What else do I want to look at? Nasdaq for the equities picture today. I think that just before we look at Nasdaq, I do want to show you on the SPOOs, we've kind of pushed above and pulled back and found support here. You see this sort of these bottoms here on the dailies from the 8th of May this year and the 15th of May. That line in the sand on the pullback on these daily bars has held, right? So, up excess above the 50 EMA. But if we look at the 60-minute here, you're going to see the selling down onto that has then been supported for a turnaround back to VWAP. We're sort of condition shifting now, should push to pivot 41.77s and beyond, back up into this trend area up here, so around 42.40s. Now, a couple of people saying that this move in oil is going to be damaging to equities, and the general ban is going to hurt equities, but we're not really seeing too much damage here on the equities picture this morning. Okay, Nasdaq. The reason why I'm interested in the Nasdaq here is that we're trading back into this range, albeit quite feeble. Here, weekly bars on the Nasdaq. You see that range put in from the low of the week, low of the week, 25th of Jan 2021. High is the high of the week, 12th of April 21. So we're just kind of holding in here. We've kind of tried to trade yesterday into the 12,898s, but Memorial Day holiday, feeble trade. We did make some good gains on the day, but not much follow through on that trade. So all eyes on the Nasdaq to see if we can hold 12,710s just above the S1. Go for the 12,898s and above. So that's a trade I'd be looking for on the Nasdaq today. So let's see if we can manage to put in some sort of a floor. If not, it's probably going to slip to 12,555s on the Nasdaq before picking up buyers, and then go for the range above again. Great. So that is it for me for another pre-US session. Hope everyone's enjoyed their Memorial Day holiday over the weekend just gone. The Queen's Jubilee, of course, coming up for the UK traders Thursday and Friday. So we might see some light volumes in the European session, essentially between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Thursday and Friday. So listen, best of luck, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.